race 2 of the EL races. Dominated race 1 and commentary actually. I should have done my research before I started talking to the lot. They're good. They need to up their game a little, you know, they need to stop. NGR as well, if he stops making silly mistakes, I think he can be up there. As for this match, which if you put it into a German code breaker machine, just reads child porn. I don't know why, it just does. You know, perhaps it's a coincidence, perhaps it's something about his personality. But anyway, we're going to call him WRX. Individual lap, he was fast. He just didn't have the consistency, lap after lap after lap. But if he can become consistent, this man's got a top 10 finish. I don't doubt it. Stoner, what can we say about Stoner? There's a lot we could say about Mystery Stoner, but not a lot we can say on air. So for that, we'll leave it. Apart from this man needs to improve his position. You know, he's a GLSR regular. He's like secretary of GLSR. He's a man who's been there from the start, who's there every race. He needs to up his game. He needs to show these boys who's boss, right? And I do believe he can. He's got it in. I've raced against him. I know he's got it in him. Maybe the nerves got to him, you know? You never know. Maybe racing up against this man. Ford. The man, the legend that is Super Ford. Yeah, I think at the end of, hang on, let me just, I've just got to speak to Charlie Whiting, stood in next to me. Charlie, after this race, can we get 4 drugs and alcohol tested? What do you mean no? You already know he's off his head and drunk. Okay, fair enough. Super Ford is one of these characters that every time he goes back to his caravan or his motorhome, he gets to sign girls' babies and kiss their boobies. Which is the opposite way round to what Nigel Mansell did it, but hey, whatever takes his fancy. So what we'll do, we're going to jump on board with Super Ford for a hot lap, and I'll be quiet. Here's a hot lap with the Ford Meister. That was a lap on board with the Ford. Right, what I'll do is I'll now talk you round this lap. I'm trying to explain what it is that it does. See, we're going, what, this is a fast corner, see, but you actually take quite an early apex. because you can hug the inside line and feather the throttle the whole way through. As soon as you see that cone, that orange bit on the outside, you nail the throttle and you open it up the whole way through that left-hand corner. You hug the outside. Hug. Right, well, 1-2 seconds after you see that apex, you hit the brakes. It's a late apex. Right, then you're on the throttle as hard as you can. Because it's a straight, if there's a straight after, you want to take a late apex to get onto the throttle. Right, so you're braking down a couple of gears. In most part, you want to go as fast as you can through this corner. This corner is so important because it sets you up for this one. Which you just drop a cog. You don't want to drop it too early. You want to keep the revs nice and low so you don't wheel spin, so you can keep the traction on the way out. So you take a late apex into this one because you want to keep tight before this right-hander. And so you can accelerate out of here. It's all about your exit speed on this corner. Exit speed on these corners are the most important thing around this Bruno track. You can be very tight and intricate, but on any corner that leads onto a straight, it's all about your exit speed. On any corner that leads into a corner, it's about your entrance and corner speed. Any corner that exits to a straight, it's about your exit speed. If you can get these key things right, like Ford's doing now, that's what will give you a fast lap. And he just exited his lap just while I was halfway through my commentary. Cheers, Ford. Right, I'm going to send him a PM. Knob. Right, let's jump in with someone else. Let's jump in with a pole position, man. Pole position at the moment by 0.2 of a second is Pod. Now this man, I've driven with a few times, or many times before. The Megane isn't the fastest car around this track, yeah? The BMW is. The BMW, I think, has easily got half a second a lap over the Megane on this track. It's all because they say that the Megane is, if you can imagine, compare this track to Alton Park. Yeah, you'd think they were very similar, but they're not. This track is very grippy, very fast, even though they're tight corners, they're very fast and flowing. Whereas Alton Park is stop, hammer it, it's tight, bang, over the curb, accelerate, over the curb, accelerate. Them sort of, that's what I call, I think Alton Park is a proper touring car track. Proper touring car tracks suit the Megane. This isn't a proper touring car track. This is a motorbike track at the end of the day. And the corners are very fast and flowing. And it's very high grip. That's why it suits the BMW. So for Pod to be in pole position in a Megane is a big deal. A big deal. So well done to Pod. Right, so we've got Pod first, we've got Funky Monkey in second, my boy, my teammate, my fellow skid mark. Hats off to you, brother, well done. Doesn't mean I show any prejudice, don't worry. I love GLSR as much as I do OTL. I'll give you a quick explanation why I love GLSR so much. Right, I spent the other night racing Volkswagen campers around Nordschleife with GLSR. You couldn't have imagined a more fun night. It was fucking epic. I think if JPH is listening to this at this moment in time, he would have a smile on his face. It was the best night. I'll put it down as one of the best nights of racing I've had this year. Yes, I'm well aware we're still in January. It's not very real, obviously, but. Right lads, there's 2 minutes 50 remaining. I do believe it's this time of the commentator to go for a piss. I'll see you at the start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 minute away from the end of qualifying. Which after the last race, the top 5 places were taken by the BMW. This is quite a turn up for the books. NGR, the guy who had the unfortunate spin in the race before, finishing in, I think it was 11th place. We knew we had it in him. Ford, the winner of the last race, relegated to 5th place. Now the McGanns have sorted their life out. This is a track that is dominated by the BMW. It is a real BMW track. Right? And we haven't got a BMW, well, we've got a BMW in 4th. But there we have the 6th, 5th, 6th and 7th dominated by the first 3 finishes in the last race. What's happened? It's default settings. You know, what's happened between the last race and this race? Perhaps Pod decided that, you know, he needs to impress his mum. Maybe she's disappointed in him. Maybe the funky monkey decided that he wasn't that funky and needs to up his game. Lewis was getting upset by being dominated by the Sylvie sisters. Or maybe Ford's just met his match. You know? Maybe he's taken... We have done a drugs and alcohol test on Ford, by the way. And he is on drugs and alcohol. Maybe he's taken too much. Maybe he's overdosed. And that's why he's back down in 5th now. We don't know. But I'm expecting big things. Big things from Lewis. I'm OTL boys. But GLSR are right up their arse. I'm really predicting GLSR win for this. You know, mark my words, I might not be right, but NGR is my man. And that BMW over a long run, I think that BMW of NGR is going to take the podium if he can keep it pointing in a straight line. We're just waiting for the start. As you wait for the green lights, we're on board with NGR in 4th place. Though I expect to make the best start out of all of them being the rear wheel drive car. GLSR in their rainbow colours. Some would say Gay Pride, some would say Benetton colours. I'll stick with Gay Pride. And we are ready for 16 laps to Bruno. My money's on NGR on this start. I think he's going to lead to the first corner. Go, go, go! And there we are. And he's passed them. He's passed Cut, he's passed Pod. And Super's made an amazing start from about the 5th row. He's pushing for around the other side of NGR. How big are these guys' balls? What? Holding the first of the OTL McGanns. If we can keep in touch with the BMWs while the tyres are good. Right, let's leave the front of front and have a little look back down the order. There's WRX making a move on JPH. Oh, they've touched! Oh, they've touched. WRX and JPH and TC, sorry. TC forced wide by WRX. TC up the inside, great move. WRX trying to cut the corner. He's cutting the corner so bad, let's start leaving a cheap hotel without leaving a tip. In fact, he's that far up his arse, he should be putting Vaseline on his Renault badge. Oh no, he lost, he got a wig on the way in, man, now he's getting raped. The legend is past him. TC has fucked off and left him for dust. Oh. Ah, gentlemen. What you're witnessing here is a fall from grace. He was doing so well. Right, let's go back up to JPH. The leader, the man, the legend of GLSR racing. The controller, we'll call him. The man who should be setting the standard. He's in ninth. Never mind. Just to see JPH's score report, it says does well but must improve. Right, let's have a look at Poe. You know, United Colours of Benetton. Up NDR's arse. Little string of BMWs. Right, let's jump up to the front. Let's have a look at Pod. Pod in the McGann, all over super. This is fantastic driving by Pod. We know that McGann's slower around here than that BMW is. This is fantastic by him. But they're teammates. So what do? Do they attack? Do they push? Bearing in mind that Lewis is all over him in the back. Oh, Lewis is just being pushed wide. It's being done by the monkey. I don't believe Lewis is going to let himself be done by the monkey. They're side by side down the back straight. And Lewis, Lewis is in front, but then the monkey's in front. This is so close, they're touching. And now Sylvie 89 is there. Oh, the later being born of the female twins. Honestly, if you looked at a picture of the pair of them, Sylvie 1991, she's the better looking. Sylvie 89, she's alright, you know, but she's a bit rough, looks a lot more like her dad. Sylvie 91 looks like her mother, she's hot. Well, I can't, Lewis, don't let me down. See, I back for both sides here. I love GLSR and my roots lay with OTL. So I need you to finish 1-2 if you could. I think Pod's going to make a move on Ford, you know. N11 Pod. I heard that Ford likes it if you tap him up the arse into the fast corners. No, just a rumour, but I heard it's true. Right, we've got to concentrate on this race. It's in third and fourth. Lewis, the man flying the flag for green light racing, has got his OTL boys all over his arse. Funky Monkey's sitting just behind him with his lights ablaze. Oh, great drive, great defensive driving by Lewis. The good thing about this track is you can drive defensive. You can drive aggressive defensive, unlike Silverstone. At Silverstone, when you drive aggressive defensive, that they can take the bad line and accelerate around you when you're on the exit. With this corner, because it's so clinical, your driving line is so clinical, if you take a defensive line, you just get in their way for the next two corners. It's quite a unique track for that, which is the way I drove a 3-hour endurance round there on the race and spent almost the whole race defending my line. But because you swing from side to side on the track, they can't pass you. So Lewis, even though he's undoubtedly a little bit slower at the moment than Sylvie, you know, he's got the line, you know. Oh, but Sylvie's done it, he's got him on the inside. It's a great pass. That is a fantastic pass, Sylvie. But Lewis, I wouldn't result for that, mate. Push him, got to keep pushing. You are flying the flag. You're flying the flag for GLSR, mate. See, that's what I mean. Through the fast windy sections where you don't really have much. When you heavy brake and turn in, the McGann's in a league of its own. But when it's corners where you go. See, through this last corner, this is a BMW corner, without a doubt. This is the BMW. You know, you're on the brakes and you're sort of riding the throttle and the brake at the same time. And then it's flat out. From here onwards, it's flat out. And then you're going to just stay on it till this next section. Now, this next section is very much a McGann section. So if Lewis didn't try and cut off his line there and stay wide and just hit the brakes, then accelerated through this whole section, this is very much where he could make up time. But because he was defending from... Oh no, we've got an off. Oh, NGR is off again. Like the last race, he was doing fantastic, absolutely fantastic. They're going to put himself on the podium, and then he goes and fucks it up. Oh, consistency, son, consistency. So yeah, this course is very much a mix between the rear-wheel drive and the front-wheel drive, but it very much favours the rear-wheel drive. Let's not take anything away from that. If you're in a... So it's 6 laps into 16. Let's go for the front. Oh, we've had a change of the leads. My apologies for missing it. The pod has taken it from the Ford. So L11 pod in first, Super Ford in second, Sylvie 89, 4.5 seconds back in third. Lewis, the first of the GLSR drivers, in fifth. The second of the GLSR drivers in fourth, in fifth. He's doing well actually. He's got people breathing all over his arse. Funky Monkey, looking up the inside, looking up the outside. He is all over him, but he's holding his own. And to be fair to everyone, this is some really good, clean driving. I mean, if you want to look at an example of sim racing, this is it. Right, Naughty Nick is 7th. JPH, the leader of the GLSR race team. You would have thought it'd be further up, I know. But he's doing it, you know. TC White Rider in 9th. In 10th, we've got Sylvie, the slowest of the twin sisters, in 1991. Sylvie 99 away in 10th. NGR Taylor in 11th. Fix 24 in 12th. 13th is WRHL midget pool. 227 in 13th. In 14th is the legend, the man, the legacy. In 15th is Mystery Stoner. Not a lot more can be said about Mystery Stoner, except which respect a lot more. A lot more. This man is fast. He is super fast. And he's in 14th. You know? Either he's got a drink problem or a smoking problem. But this man's driving ability puts him in the top 5. And he's in 15th. And then we've got Blitz. Now Blitz isn't slow. I just know personally he likes to see what's going on. So he deliberately puts himself at the back just so he can watch the other guys. Now for me that's a real man, that's a real racer, you know? Anyway, back on board with Ford. Let's jump on board with this man. Oh. Let's go on board with Ford. Chasing Pod around. What we'll do, I've told you about all the lines and everything before. I'll wait until we get round to the start finish line. And what I'll do is I'll give you a hot lap. Whereas I won't say anything. I know you're looking forward to that. I won't say anything for a whole lap. I'll just let these boys race and let you watch. And all those that haven't got project cars who are deciding, oh, I don't know if it's for me, you'll understand why it should be for you. This is what racing is. These are two good leagues, having it out, having fun, clean, close racing. This is what it's all about, yeah? This is why I don't go upstairs and have sex with my missus, because I'm sitting there doing this for you boys. Right, so we're going to do a hot lap with Lewis, chasing down the first of the Sylvie twins. Right, enjoy the hot lap. there's a lap on board, Lewis 547. I don't know about you, but I don't want to take my eyes off it. This is awesome. This is what sim racing's all about, you know. It's nice, close, competitive. If he had the chance, he could have lunged up the inside and took him out. You know, it could have been an arsehole and given him the old pit manoeuvre. But it's not. This is what gentleman racing, this is why we race. OTL is a league I've raced in with for a long time, right? GLSR is a league I've raced in quite recently. But they've both got the same format. It's quick guys looking after each other, enjoying their racing. And these two racing right now sum that up. It is clean, it is fair, it is good racing. Anybody who watches sim racing, who wants to know what sim racing is about properly, watch this. Watch the last lap of this racing. It is exactly what the sim racing is about that you should be looking for. Lewis, Sylvie, congratulations mate. You have just summed up exactly what sim racing is about. Right. Now you'll see him just clean him out in a complete dirty manoeuvre, you know? Just to completely shit on everything I've just said. Now, well done, lads. I'm proud of you. I race for both of these teams, mate, and I am proud of the lap I've just watched. Well done. It almost brings a tear to my eye. I'm getting a bit emotional because I think they're my babies. JPH and Blitz, mate. You should take a look at that last lap, and you should both be happy. Well done. This is what you have created. Anyway, enough of that about them, let's get back to me. Right, we've got a right little bit of itching here, right, JPH, TC and Funky Monkey. Right, now I know Funky Monkey is a good driver. He's a physical driver though. If he sees a position he can have, he will take it. But I like that a lot. Go on, Funky, let him have it. Funky Monkey very much a driver after my own head, you know. He is very much he doesn't finish